Hey there guys, this is Casual Kiwi and welcome back to SkyFactory 4. This is episode 13 and today I've got a few things I want to finish off and sort of delve into. So first things first, I want to get into our inventory and I want to look at what we're going to delve into. So I want to get some flux power, so some wireless power so that we don't have to run conduits freaking everywhere. So we've already got leadstone conduits and stuff everywhere. We'll get some of these going and then we can connect up our machines and do it all wirelessly. So that sounds pretty fun. But the problem with that is all of this stuff needs flux blocks. And flux blocks take flux, flux takes redstone. That's not the problem. Where's the problem? Is it these guys, flux plugs? Not flux blocks. These guys, obsidian. It's a butt ton of obsidian. Ender pearls aren't a problem. We've got those from our mob farm. But all of these guys, flux plugs, take a flux block, which takes, no, sorry, not flux blocks, flux cores, which take a lot of obsidian. So there's 4, 8, 12, 16 there in each flux plug. If we do a flux point, we've got flux cores, which yet again, more obsidian. And I also want to use it for some flux storage. We've got no storage at the moment. We literally just run our generator when it calls for stuff. So basic flux storage, look again. More of these guys, more obsidian, but tons more obsidian. We need a controller, flux blocks, flux plugs, more obsidian, shit tons of obsidian. Okay, so first things first, I think we need to build a system that's going to bring us obsidian. The other thing I wanted to do was get some ender seeds. We've got ender pearls, we've got seeds, we can get endstone. Let's get an ender pearl farm going. And then the last thing is I want a few black hole tanks. These shouldn't be bad at all. They hold something ridiculous like 1,000,000 buckets of stuff. Excuse me. So they hold a butt ton of stuff, and then we can go ahead and we can put things like, excuse me, I'm just going to cough. And I'm back. Put things like our milk jar, cow in a jar, on top of that. Hopefully that will just go straight into it, and that will go ahead and give us a butt ton of milk stored away. We can store some lava. We can store any other liquids that we want to. And I'm not sure if they hold gases. I would presume not. But if we start getting into some mechanism things, we can start getting some gases and stuff. I'm just going to quickly turn down the animal sounds because that's ridiculous. Hostile creatures, friendly creatures. They're only on 10%, but they seem excessively loud. We'll go down to 5 and see if that helps. It's being a bit obnoxious in the background there. Right, so to be fair, guys, I have actually gone ahead and I designed a system while I was away. So I have put everything away back in the sky. So I went ahead, I've got ourselves a cobblestone cauldron to make ourselves some lava. I will let you know it is not the most compact of systems. So if you guys have any hints or tips or want to send me down a different route, just let me know. So effectively, cobblestone generator, pumping some cobblestone into the cauldron with a torch underneath, which then melts it into lava. The automated user was clicking with the cobblestone to put that in there, and then there is another guy sending. I can't even remember how I had it together now. We're gonna have to just figure this out. But effectively, it was clicking one bucket in, and then when it was empty, it was bringing it back out with a servo, and doing all the good things. Everything we need should be in this chest. So if we go ahead and grab everything. Effectively, I wanted to build it where this chest is, sideways. So I can't remember how I did this now. So this could be interesting. So Cobblestone Generator, did that go first? We're not going to need you. We're not going to need the planks. We're not going to need the bucket for a while. We are going to need that. We're going to need one chest. So starting on the left, the cobble gen, can that pump straight into the automated user that way? That's the way that goes, so that's perfect. And then can we put this guy right there, and can we put a torch right there, and then we need power on you is the problem. So that's going to basically be off 1 click every 500 ticks. So that's not going to do bugger all until it gets some energy. So that's why we want the old wireless storage. For now, we've got... Oh, it just put one in. Perfect. So for now, excuse me, we will just run power from this guy. We will go along and up about there. In the meantime, like so, and then we will move these guys up to 2 clicks. What's that? 2 every 100 ticks, 3 clicks. What's that using? That's using 10 RF a tick. So that's full. So we have got 4 bottles of lava. So that worked. Right. So now we've got water. We need. Why have I got an automated user? I think I needed the automated user to do the buckets, if I remember correctly. I don't think the auto clicker worked. Maybe that was just spare in my inventory. Honestly, I can't remember. So the automated user, I can't remember which way around that goes. Not that way. It needs power also, which is cool. But effectively what we're going to do is we're going to break him. And we're going to fly up here, and we've got some wood, we do. We're going to plonk that down, and we're going to try not to burn in the lava. Put that there like so. And then, if we get rid of these guys, not vein mining, because I have done that once already and removed all my floors, and my god, was that a pain in the ass. That was so bad. Okay, so we need a space between that, don't we? Because we need to take buckets. Full buckets. How do we do that? We have to. So a full bucket gets used, creates 1 obsidian. Okay, so that works. That fills up. That's going to output to that though. Then we need to. Can we just loop that around? I wonder. No, we need to fill the bucket. Oh, geez, I had this plan. I should have drawn it. So we need to refill the bucket. So I think what I had, if we put the water source like so, and then we put one of these like so, and one of these like so, and then just go this. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Where's our crescent wrench? Crescent hammer. Yoink. Empty hand. Grab our bucket. And then if we put a servo, say in here, and then in the servo, we've got our bucket. We whitelist an empty bucket, and we set that to ignored. That's fine. That's ignored. So effectively, if we put that got lava. That's not a good. Okay, that's cool. How can we get rid of our lava? It's probably easier just to get a different bucket. That's what we want. This is not how I did it the other time, but it might be a little bit more compact, which might work in our favor if we can get it to work. So effectively, we want that, we want that, we want in there to whitelist a full bucket, we want redstone ignored, closed, and then in here, input, empty bucket should get sucked out. Is it going to get sucked out? Come on. Come on. Why are you not sucking it out? Because it can't filter it through, can it? It has to have something using it on the water source. Yes. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. We'll take those. Okay, so that guy has to move. We have to have a user on the water source pumping it back into... So that has to be sideways, doesn't it? This guy has to be there, and then this guy has to be like so. I assume that's pointing the right way. I'll just pick this up real quick. It's not. Nope. We can't turn you. Okay. Cool. Cool. Which way did I do him before? Did I do it that way? I did not. That's the way. Okay, so then that guy there, and then effectively that should auto click if we set it to 1 every 50 ticks again. And then effectively we put a bucket in there. That hasn't got any energy, so if we put a power cable there, it's filled with water, it's in there, it's back, it's out. We've got obsidian, and it's doing its thing, perfect. So water, it waits. And 3, ideal. So we have obsidian. So we need to put another sound thing on that, obviously, because that's horribly annoying, that noise. So what is that called? A super sound muffler. So let's whip one of those guys up. Super sound muffler. Bauble edition. One of these. So we're going to need a note block, which we can do. Yoink. And then yoink. Super sound muffler. Cool. And then we'll throw that. Where can we throw that? Just there. Nice. Okay, so that's going to go ahead. That's going to make us. It's going to leave 1 block spare, but that's a heap of stacks of obsidian. It's probably more than enough, and then hopefully that will just stop once it gets full. But it's going to make plenty. That should be. Why do I have a bucket of water there? Odd. How did that happen? I wonder. I don't think I did that. I'm pretty confident that I didn't do that. I don't think. Where's our bucket? Our bucket's disappeared. It's there. No, there we go. So it's still doing its thing. Maybe I did do that. I don't recall. Okay. That's a little odd, but yes, so convoluted system, considering I didn't remember how to do it, but it was basically like this. I knew it was long. I think I had something very similar to this last time. Not really too sure how I could make it smaller. Why is it doing that? Why are you splurting out a bucket of water there? That's quite annoying. Odd. I wonder if in the meantime I just do that, whether it's going to keep doing it. That might stop it. Really strange. Okay, anyway, we've got that going. We will grab out the obsidian we have. And how is our power going at that rate? I wonder. Because we're using a fair bit of power in there now. Like, our leaves are still keeping up. That's ridiculous. Our nickel leaves are literally keeping up. Or they might not be. They might be disappearing out of the chest. Let's go to the nickel tree. Oh, that was fast. What's that? There's gold, lead, nickel. It's keeping up. Or very close to it. We have got a butt ton of nickel leaves there. Excuse me. I do apologise for the coughing. Maybe not keeping up, but it's, yeah, we're doing good. I think we'll probably have, we haven't got any leaves in there. We've got no leaves in there. Got a couple in there. We are getting through them. Interesting. Why is that full of, what? That is our lapis sapling and it is full of ingots. Oh, I think our chest's full. I think our main chest is full and it's starting to shove stuff wherever it can fit it. Oh, so that might mean that an ME system is possibly more dire than I expected. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. There's a few slots there, but we do have a fair bit of the old resources going on. Not cool. Okay, we're going to have to look at a ME system fairly quickly. So let's get this power up sorted first. So probably the first thing we want to start with is basic flux storage. So we want a flux block. We'll go into our storage system. So this guy, we're going to want 6 flux blocks. So boom, flux blocks are flux, which is smelted redstone. So let's get some of that underway. So redstone, we've got a heap of blocks of that. Let's smelt 1 stack of that for a start. And on the manufactory, we'll chuck that in there. That's going to do its thing while we wait. Okay, so we've got some flux getting made. We're going to need flux cores, which are obsidian, flux, and eyes of enders. So we're going to need quite a few eyes of ender. If we make, is it 6 of those for now? We have got quite a few ender pearls. I didn't realize we had so many. So is it just 1 per? No. Oh, that makes 4. So yes, it is 1 per thing. So 1 of this set makes 4 flux cores. We need 4 flux cores per thing. So that should be enough. 6. So how about we make 12? Because we're going to need more of these, no doubt, for the plugs and the points. Yes, we do. So 4 more, and then the plugs, 4 more again, as well as flux blocks with 4 more. We're going to need quite a few. We'll make 12, and we'll see how that places us. Okay. So these guys, we're going to need some glass paints. Have we got any glass paints? We do. Perfect. So just these flux blocks for now. So we'll grab, not like that. We will grab how much of this we've got in our system. Yoink, yoink, yoink. What are we missing? We've got those. These. No. What are we missing there? We need to make these. Okay. Like so. 4. If we chuck another one of you in there, another few of you in there, we only have so much of the dust. We can make 1 more set. So we've got 12. Cool. And then this guy is made from those with more dust. Okay, so we need some more of the dust. More of the dust. That is going to take a while. We may have to speed up our smeltery a bit further. Like so. In there. 1. 2. Oh, this takes a lot of these. This is more than I was thinking. Flux blocks. Oh yeah, there's 6 flux blocks in this. Okay, so there is a fair few resources in this guy. Wow. Okay, so we might need a bit more redstone smelting, I think. So if we get another stack, say, we'll chuck that in there and we'll just keep this jamming along. Right, these guys, boom, boom, we have got 3. These guys are just obsidian. We'll throw that away so that we don't get confused. What are we shy of? Shy more flux blocks. Okay, so flux blocks, yoink, like so. No, we need more flux. Stop typing in the dang thing. Okay, so we need more speed upgrades. Chuck one of those in. Have we got another energy upgrade? We do not, so we'll get him in there at least. Might help. It's definitely going quicker. Oh, these guys are painful. Do we need more flux cores? I think we do need more flux cores. We don't have any more. We're fresh out. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot of resources to make this. I didn't realize this was quite so resource intensive. Yoink. We've got 4. We have got 4, so we need 2 more. So we've got those guys. We've got 4, so we're going to need another 8 of those. Which means more of this. Come on. 12, is that enough? That's not what we want, that guy. So we want that, we want that, we want these. Yoink, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 8. So we've got 12. We want these. 1. We're just short more flux dust. More. And done. And like so. So we have our 6. Okay. So now we should be able to make that. A basic flux storage stores energy in the flux network. So that can hold 256,000 RF. Cool. We have ourselves basic flux storage. So after basic flux storage, we need a flux controller. I don't think I'm going to try and get the next tier of flux storage because that took a lot of that, and that takes more flux blocks. Okay guys, what I might do is I might come back once I've got more of these resources made. Didn't realize there was going to be so much of this flux required. So I'll go away, I'll make a heap more, and I'll be back in a flash. Right there guys, we're back. I think I've got everything ready. So I did have to go ahead and chuck a whole heap more speed upgrades into our upgradable combustion gen because it just was not even close to keeping up. We are gaining power now. We've got 12 speed upgrades in there. Now I think each speed upgrade is relative to 20 RF a tick. I think I'm correct in saying that. So we start off with 20 RF per tick for the generator, and then that times 12 plus the original 20. So we've got a few RF per tick going there, and it's doing its thing, and we've got a net positive gain in all of our machines now, so we're keeping up, which is good because we did just completely lose power and everything slowed down and almost ran to a standstill. So that was great. Just going to restart my timer because I don't want to run too long like I have the last few episodes. But effectively now we've got heaps of stuff. We should be able to go ahead and finish off what we were building. So we want a flux controller, I think. I've never built one of these before, so as far as I know we want a flux controller. We're going to want a flux point for removing energy from the flux network, so that would be what we would connect to the back of, say, a machine or to a set of conduits that we're going to use to power stuff, and we're going to want a flux plug for adding power to the energy, to the network. So I would assume that if we were to put, say, the controller, boom, on top of there. So please select a network, Casual Kiwis network, accept settings, private, perfect, home, flux controller, transfer limit 256, wireless charging disabled, enabled. Oh, that's quite cool. Didn't know we could do that. We'll disable that for now because we don't need to wireless charge anything. But I would assume that now we can go ahead and we can put the flux plug onto the back. If we can get back here, I was going to put it just here on the storage thingy, like so. Input 0 if you select the network, Casual Kiwis network, input 0 RF per tick. Oh, do we even need to connect it to it? Can that just store it from anywhere? Oh, is this the business? Okay, we're going to break that. Can we now just put this guy, yoink, like so. Let's input. My cat is meowing precariously in the background and has just opened the door, so give me a second. Okay, so we're back. So I think I figured out what's going on, not with the cats, with the power. So basically this guy accepts the power and then that sends it wirelessly to our storage. So our basic flux storage is chocker. It's already full. So that's why it is not sending energy anymore when I click on this guy. Input 0 RF per tick, redesigned flux stick, input 0 RF per tick. So it's not sending any energy because we're not using any out of our basic flux storage. The flux controller, not really sure what that does, what I can do with it. Lots of things by the looks of it: network connections, configure wireless charging, all that sort of stuff. So we can, player inventory true, armor inventory, baubles. That's pretty cool. So we can select that there's all going to charge, but the left hand and the right hand are not. That's really quite neat. Anyway, all of these things are working, so I think effectively what I could do is I could now go ahead and get rid of that, that, and that guy. And then what I could do is I could go ahead and I could throw a flux point onto there, like so, and then I could set this guy to CasualKiwi's network, and then we were outputting some RF per tick. So then I would assume that every time this guy needs to smelt something, like so, that is transferring, is outputting 36 RF per tick. Awesome. That's really cool. Outputting 83 RF per tick because this guy's doing something and this guy's doing something. So those are using 40 RF per tick each. And then by rights, this guy is staying constant because this chap here is filling in with 47 RF per tick. Very neat. Very, very neat. Okay, so we have wireless power. So effectively, we can get flux plugs and we can remove all of these ugly conduits all the way along, which is really cool. So we need flux points. We don't need flux plugs. We've got a flux point which connects our storage. We just need a flux point. Sorry, I'm going to keep getting that wrong. Not a plug, a point. So let's look at getting one more flux point. Yoink, one of you. What are we short of? We're short of one flux core. So surely we can make a flux core like so. No problem whatsoever. One of you, boom, we have ourselves a flux point. So now we should be able to disconnect these guys from here. We're going to need that one connected. Like so. And then we can just put that on there. Select that guy. CasualKiwi's network. Boom. 30 RF per tick. That is so cool. So cool. Okay, awesome. So that's going to keep working. That's going to keep that charge, keep it doing its thing, and it's just going to come out of there. So we're using... Oh no, that's the buffer. What did it say before? Oh, it was that told us what the throughput was. So yes, 113 RF per tick at that time. That's pretty cool. So that's using the furnace, and does it... It doesn't bring it up when we click on there. That does. Very neat. Very, very neat. 77 RF per tick with just that and the cobblestone going. And then we can go ahead and we can get rid of all of these. Oh, we have frozen. Are we going to crash? Are we going to crash? Maybe. I will pause. Nope, we didn't crash. We are back. Okay, so we can go ahead and get rid of all of these conduits going out to the farm and just tidy everything up, and it just makes powering things so much nicer just by putting a flux point straight on the item, and they're not really that expensive now that we've got automated obsidian. We just have to make some of the flux dust, or flux, or whatever it's called, and then we're away. So we can probably even... we probably don't need to get rid of these conduits and put one on each machine. That may be a bit excessive, but maybe these guys on the farm, so that we don't have conduits between them, that could be a bit tidier. But that's pretty cool. Okay, moving on. We will head back upstairs and quickly sleep because it's night time. One thing I did notice, if you look in the top right corner, while sleeping, your flying disappears when you have the chorus fruit flight. So something to be aware of. I think it's anytime you're off the ground. No, I'm standing on my bed. It's only when you're sleeping in your bed. No, look, I'm not. I'm standing on the fence, and my flying goes down. So it's something to be aware of in case you end up running out of flight, running out of chorus fruit, because when you stand on stuff, it disappears. You don't have to be flying. Okay, right. So I want to make. If we look in our inventory. Oh, I've got a heap of stuff in there. I want to make... We've got these, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of these guys with A, and with A, and we don't need the flux. We might keep the points there just so that we've got them on our hotbar for when we want to make them. Same as these energy and speed upgrades. So a black hole tank is the thing I want to make. So black hole tank, can I get this guy to come up? I thought it said in the shift, what is that? An infinity drill. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure it really helps me a hang of a lot, seeing as we don't have any mining to do. But anyway, so I thought when I hit shift that it went ahead and it showed us what it could store, but maybe I looked that up online. Effectively, we want to make one of these guys. We don't have all the stuff. It shouldn't be too hard. We want to make a machine case, sorry, not a machine frame. And then we need 2 buckets, which, how about we just make those? I'm not sure if it uses them in the recipe. 2 buckets, do they disappear? They do. So we have ourselves a black hole tank. So we want to break our milk bottle and shove our black hole tank down, side, front, west. What's going to happen if I just go ahead and I throw our milk bottle on top? Fluid empty of... well, a lot. 2,147,483,647 millibuckets. So that is a lot of buckets. So what happens if we go ahead and we get ourselves some fluid? We've got fluid pipes. We probably don't need that. We need the fluid extraction cable, that guy there. So yoink, we don't have him. We need a dropper, which we can do. And then we should be able to do, no, pressure plate. Weighted pressure plate, yoink. And away we go. 1 fluid extraction pipe. So we'll get rid of you again. We'll put a... how are we going to do that? We don't want to extract from you. We need to put a block down first. So yoink, yoink. That's not what we want. We want like some timber. That guy. That. Then we want to put our tank on top. Like so. Like so. Get rid of you. And then put that guy on there. It's filling with milk. Nice. Okay, so that's going to do its thing. We've got 140 millibuckets of milk. Well, that is going to get us a shit ton of milk over time, so that is really, really cool. Probably not the best place for it. We can probably put it somewhere nicer, but effectively, we're going to get a butt ton of milk. And then we can use that for whatever we like. And then we can do that with lava. We can do that with all sorts of things, so that's really quite neat. Okay, so we've got ourselves a black hole tank, so let's get rid of him. The other thing I kind of wanted to look at today was the ender seeds. So can we quickly make some ender seeds? Dun, 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 dun. Some of those. Boom, we have ourselves 2, 3, 4 ender seeds. Let's start with 4. Because they do use a lot of ender pearls and they take a bit of time to make. So we want to make some end stone, not end stone, to put them on as well. So to make end stone, we can do it in the casting basin, which is lava over glowstone. So we should be able to do that. Glowstone, which we just need 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a bucket of lava yet again, which we have. So, effectively, if we take this guy off, and then I would assume that we actually put the glowstone into here. That's not going to go ahead and do that straight away, and then we should be able to, I think we can take the faucet off, like so, and then we right click to put some lava in, and then we check what's there, just lava. What is in there? What the crap? I put the timer in there. Anywho, that should turn into glowstone with any luck. So that's going to use the whole bucket, and that's converting into end stone. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to need some more buckets of lava. So let's go to, not this guy, this guy. See if we can sneak some lava out of it. We could probably just, oh, that ruined it. That mucked it up. Okay, I'll fix that later, but that's okay. It's probably easier for us just to create another cobblestone thingy and do it that way. Let's do that. Cauldron. Like so, a cobblestone one, yoink, one of you, and we have ourselves a torch. Like so. Where do we want to put it? We can probably just put it here somewhere. Actually, look at that. We've still got a torch from the last time we had one here. Let's just put it there. And do we have any cobblestone on us? We do not. We've got cobblestone there. Look at that. Boom. We have got a bucket of water now is the only problem. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Get rid of that. Get that guy. He in there. Endstone in there, that in there, for that, and then the last endstone. Once it's done, look at that, 2 endstone, nice. And some steel, so we've got steel ready to repair our tools, repair our armor, all those good things. How's our armor looking? Our armor's good. Our sword is getting there. 389 out of 500, so we should go do some stabbing and write this guy up, level this guy up. Okay, that's our last bit of endstone. I'm just checking on the old time again, and we've gone long yet again, 36 odd minutes. Okay, so we've got 2, we've got 4. If we head too far, down to our farming level, we'll go and we will throw these guys. Where are we going to throw them for now? I wonder if they would actually farm. A farmer would farm them. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Let's put them in this guy here. 2, 3, 4, and see whether or not we can actually get them to grow. We're going to have to hoe that, aren't we? Do we have a hoe? We do. Yoink. So that hoes and it plants. Cool. Okay. 4 of those. What happens if we use our watering can on them, I wonder? Yoink. Oh, it speeds them up. That is fantastic. So the watering can works on ender pearls. Okay, we don't have any issues with ender pearls because we can watering can them. They just disappeared. Why did they disappear? Did we harvest them? No? What the crap? Why did they disappear? I'm assuming they're in there. Okay. That's cool. That works. It harvests them. So effectively, if we just turn that off and then take one of them, all of them apparently, and put that, how much flying have we got? 2 minutes, into, oh, what is growing here? So that is potatoes, into this guy, then by rights it should plant them back there. Let's see where it puts them. It does, but I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more bits of endstone. So that's fine. I might get 5 more bits of endstone, plant that in there, and that way whenever it plants them, it'll plant them on endstone, they'll grow, they'll harvest, and we have growing ender pearls again. Awesome. That is really neat. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of some of these, and some of these. Potatoes, and then we have a butt ton of stuff. This guy's going great guns as well. We've got 64 stacks, 1,172, 1.72 thousand, sorry. So 1,720 of Inferium Essence, so that's really cool. So we need to get some Prismarine or something. Prismarine? I can't remember what it is now for the stone to start augmenting things and making stuff, which wasn't really easy to get. We had to do deep mob learning and all that sort of stuff, so I kind of lost interest in that. But we'll see how we get on, see what we can do. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it there. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.